everybody, and welcome to another Markers and Tools of the Trade video. This week we're going to be going over inks, brushes, and maybe a little bit of marker stuff too. So to that end, I've divided this video into a couple separate videos just to keep the length down. I'm sketching in just a little cube for practice here. And let's just get started right with inks. Inking is one of my favorite mediums, I have to say. I have a bunch of different inks here, and let's go over them first before we hit the brushes and the like. To start off with, this Higgins Black Magic. This is my go-to black ink. I've done a lot of inking over the years. I really love it, and this ink has the perfect amount of density to it, so that it goes on any kind of paper very smoothly. It's very opaque. You know, it's a solid black. It dries well, and I found over the years it has held up. I'm not sure about the archival quality, but I think my oldest ink piece that I still have is like 8 years old, and it looks just as fresh as the day I drew it. So can't complain there. Higgins Black Magic. The other part I like about this is that it is cheap. This bottle, a couple fluid ounces, it's unfortunately rubbed off there. I think it's like $4 maybe for the whole bottle. So, and that'll last you a while. You're gonna want to grab yourself a palette too. Anything will do. This is just a cheapy thing out of an art kit that I tend to use just because it's a nice, you know, size there. Anything plastic will work. You could even use like the lid of a plastic cup if you wanted, or something like that. When I've been traveling and had my ink but forgot my palette, I've used like a Dixie cup from a hotel bathroom. So anything will do. This has the dripper in it, which is really nice. I like that. And you can just get a little squeeze there and put it on your paper. Easy peasy. This isn't the only kind of ink though. For other types of drawings and other special occasions, there's other different styles and colors. Of course, this vivid lime green Liquitex here is pretty darn cool. It gives this really great vibrant green. I mean, you guys can see that it looks like slime color, which, you know, is near and dear to my heart. Also with the dropper, it's very good. Anytime you start to get into colored inks though, I find that they start to get a little bit less opaque than I like. They're clearer. So these are, you're gonna need to either develop layers, or you're gonna need to put these on first before your black ink, just so you can see them. If you try to layer this over black ink, you're never gonna see it. It's gonna take forever. You're better off using some sort of a paint product for that. Same with this here. This is a Speedball Super Pigment Acrylic White ink, which makes it sound like it'd be very, very opaque, but it's not. To my knowledge, every time I've used this ink, it has been rather thin and hasn't gone on super well. To that end, anytime I need to do corrections on the paper or add in white areas, I have switched to using one of these guys. This is an acrylic paint pen. It's not ink. You could shake it up almost like a can of spray paint, you might hear. It's a little bead in there to keep it going. And it puts out in a nice white acrylic. Once your ink is dry, this will go over it perfectly and leave an absolutely perfect opaque line of white. It's good for filling in too. They come in different tip sizes, which is nice. The other things I've used before are these jelly roll pens. Now these come in different sizes too, but again, white goes over the black real well, real opaque, and real nice. Definitely recommend these. The final thing that I'm going to show you in the inks are these Winsor & Newton. These are all colors. The set came with 8 of them. So 7 colors and then a black ink, which is long gone, as I use black the most. Here's deep red. We have purple. I keep them in their boxes. I don't know why. Sentimental purposes. I like the little drawings on the sides there. And these guys are great colors. This red might be a little hard to see. It'll probably just look black. Let's check out the yellow. The only problem I have with these and why I don't use them a ton is because, once again, you can see right through them. even this bottle here, you can see how clear it is. The opacity is very, very low on these guys. So they're almost better for use as like washes when you're doing pen and ink washes. And we'll get into that here a little bit later. But for right now, I'm just going, like I said, over the actual inking products themselves. In the next video, I'm going to go over the brushes, and then we're going to maybe show you how they get used, and then be sure to stop by on Thursday, where we're going to do a cool drawing, maybe some practice, showing you how ink gets used with the different styles of brushes and whatnot. So be sure to stop back then and check out the next video in the series. All right, guys, we'll see ya. Ta-ta.